okay? Doesn't cost you anything. I can tap into other people's lists, solo ads, still effective, but you've got to make sure that you can control your marketing message, okay? Just make sure you control the marketing. I don't want to spend a ton of money here. I want to start between anywhere from $50 up to maybe, 50 to maybe $250 over here, okay? Just test things out, okay? Now, then the next phase I want to move into, if I have good returns on this level, okay, then I want to expand. Okay, you guys getting this? Love email media, okay? By the way, what I'll do, you guys, okay, what I'll do is when we talk about each one of these in the actual trainings, we're gonna really get into it, because email media is a lot more than just tapping into other people's lists. I'm talking about email media. I'm talking about you can tap into, we can rent out, we can go and we can rent out buyers lists from all these SRDS, books and everything like this, directories, and we can really do some neat things when it comes to media, email media traffic. You know what I mean? And it's still, really inexpensive if you have it working on this level. So once we have optimized your numbers, okay, to convert, and you have positive return on your investment with this level or this phase, I go into the next phase, okay, which I can incorporate. There is pay-per-click or banner or display media. It doesn't matter which order they're in, but they're kind of important. So from email media, I will most likely expand into pay-per-click media. Okay, so this is where I would go for, like, Facebook, PPC. Okay, still inexpensive, but I can scale up. I can scale a lot more, right? Maybe I can go from, I don't know, 100 leads per day, 200 leads per day, 300 leads per day over here, to maybe 700 leads per day over here. In addition to what I'm doing here. This is not replacement. This is stacking, okay? You guys with me? Stacking. And I want to keep track. That's why, and this is what I'm going to be going through in Operation 100K as well, okay? Stacking things up, okay? So now I might be up to 1,000 leads a day with just these two phases, okay? Provided I'm getting positive return on my investment. That's why all those multi-funnels and multi-angles and the whole network of funnels is going to be so important for you, right? Because one funnel, you can never depend on any one thing alone. Not one funnel, not one traffic source, not one income stream, not anything one is ever good, okay? You want to have multiples coming in, okay? Then I'm going to expand into a third phase, okay? Again, it's called scaling up, and I'm going to expand it into display media, okay? This is where I can go to different networks. I can go to Google networks, okay? And I can start placing those banners. I can just blast the networks, and I can go directly to different, these are banners, these are display media, these are text ads that I can go and, and just target different keywords with. Again, this is stacking up. I'm continuing to doing this, but then I can expand into this layer. Does that make sense? So here, my lead flow might be 1,500 to 200, or 1,500 to 2,000 leads per day, and this is where I'm really start to cranking up, right? But I'm not going to the bank to borrow the money to be able to get all this. I'm reseeding my fruits, right? So I get the harvest. I keep a little bit of the seeds, but then I take majority of the seeds immediately, and I what's the word I'm looking for, Paul, man? I'm redistributing, right? I'm sowing it back. It's my seed money, right? And this is how you scale, how you grow it up. Okay, and then once you have this stuff working on these three layers, then it's the domination mode, man. This is the domination mode. Okay, we're gonna go and add another final layer. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna be teaching you guys too. It's called the domination mode. Okay, if I'm positive on my, on my investment over here, and I like what I see over here, dude, I become unstoppable. How do I become unstoppable? I go and I tap into those CPA networks. I go for the big dogs, man. I go to the big leagues now. Okay, I just go and dominate. This is where I can get thousands of other affiliates to run the traffic for me, and I can just say, you know what, man, I'm just gonna pay you for the leads that you bring into me. Okay, I've got the money, I've got the cash flow, I've got the thing coming in. I can afford to invest $30,000 a month here because my intake could be $400,000. See what I'm saying? And then everything we do, okay, starting from the very first one, we put it into this big old box. It's called retargeting. Okay? You guys with me? So that every single click that I get from anything here, email media, PPC media, display media, or these boys promoting me, every single click that I get, regardless if they opted in or took action or bought or didn't buy, I'm going to retarget them all across the web. How do you like that? Okay? See, this is what we're going to be following, okay? And also what I want to do is I want to bring a, let's see, what's my, if you guys' video is blurry, you know you can adjust your resolution, yeah? On the bottom right, just click on that little, on the little gear, or the little antenna-like signal sign, right? And you can choose like 720 resolution. That's gonna make your video be not blurry, okay? If you have a slower connection on the internet. I'm not sleeping tonight, Myra is saying, yeah? Okay. Skyscraper isn't built overnight, but a skyscraper is built the right way. You cannot build a skyscraper overnight or in a week. I guess you can if you're in Dubai, right? But they still do it right. Because if you build this thing to be huge and you do it without strategy, if you do it by cutting corners, what's going to happen is it's gonna fall over, right? Give it a little wind or a little storm and it's gonna fall over. It doesn't, it's not gonna be sustained. So what we're gonna do, you guys, I'll tell you this. I want to bring 4% traffic trainings exclusively to the 4% group. Okay, so we want to focus on 4% traffic. We want to focus on because when it comes to this kind of stuff, you don't need 101 different traffic sources. You don't need that. You don't need a lot of theory. What we do is we take each one of these and we say, you know what? Here are the three things. The three things in each of these categories. If you just focus on those three things, you can master the category with just 3 direct sources per category. You don't need a ton. Okay? You keep it simple. You focus on what's really working, what's really going to produce 98% of the result that you're looking for in each of these categories. Okay? And you focus on mastering those 3 things in each category. You just have a handful of things to master, but the results you're getting is just absolutely phenomenal only if you have your system, okay, that you're sending all this traffic to, that is converting. Do you guys see why this is, do you guys see the big picture, why we're focusing on building out the systems first before teaching you this kind of stuff? Okay, because if I start teaching you this kind of stuff and we go into that rabbit hole and you start just going crazy with it without optimizing the systems first, it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. Yeah? I'm not going to sleep this week, Eric. No, you guys want some sleep. Get some sleep, okay? Okay, good. So that's that. Okay, that's what we focus on, you guys. That's what's happening here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this. I'm gonna dive a lot into this kind of model and this blueprint. Obviously, in Operation 100K, I'm gonna be following this in operation. I'm not gonna like fully explain it to you. But I'm going to do what I need to do in Operation 100K to get the result that I want, okay? And then we're going to have a specific, this is going to be a little bit later on. It's not going to be immediately, obviously, there's only one of me over here trying to put all this information to you, and I only got 24 hours, and out of which I kind of need to get at least a couple hours of sleep, and plus got the family and life as well. But I do want to bring this type of model with simplicity and results being the focus of it when it comes to traffic to the 4%, so that, and we can potentially have a separate product that would be in the portfolio, okay, that you guys can promote, and that's just going to be, the message is going to be like insane. Everybody like all the, and look, I've taught traffic, we taught hundreds and hundreds of hours of traffic generation ideas and high traffic. Some of you guys asking me why did you leave High Traffic Academy? I had a partner came on board, right, and things were going absolutely great until I started to look at the data. I'm like, dude, what's up here, man? People, we don't need to teach more theory. We teaching too much theory, hundreds of hours. People are like, okay, what do I do with it now? We need something to promote. We need good systems, and we need, simple traffic ideas at work that produce the result. At the end of the day, you're here because you want the result. You could care less about theory. You just want to put money in your bank. You want to make some sales. You want to move some traffic. You want to move some product, right? That's why you're here. You're here because you want to take care of your family. So if I'm not doing, if I'm just feeding you with theory, it's just like that baby. When the baby is crying, you give it the pacifier. That's what's happening a lot in the marketplace. That's why I had to make some hard decisions and be where I'm at today and start the 4%. Is because this is something I wanted to do, with the previous company I started out. But, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. I do not want to give you a pacifier, metaphorically speaking. You don't need that. If you want some food, baby wants some food. I got 6 kids. I know exactly this metaphor. I know clearly. Okay, the baby wants to eat. You give it a pacifier. It might be quiet for another 30 seconds, but then it wants to eat, man. You want to eat. You're hungry. You gotta get some substance into that bank account. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focusing, you guys. Because we're going to be focusing on this, and because we're going to do things right, you know what? We're going to change millions of people's lives, you guys. Okay? We're going to change millions of people's lives in this industry, in the world, through the 4% group. And this is just the marketing side we're talking. What if we tapped into the health side of things? My goodness, man. Paul, you getting excited here, bro? What if, look, 4% is an identifier, man. It's not just, money is great. A lot of people struggle. If I can help you eliminate the money problem, I'm going to help you eliminate about 90% of your problems at home. You agree or disagree? About 90%. I'm not going to help you eliminate all the problems entirely, but I'm going to help you eliminate, right, about 90% of your challenges that you're going through in your household, including maybe including your marriage problems, including your relationship problems, right? Including the fights with, that husband and wife can have. Because guess what? A lot of it has to do with finances. A lot. And people say money is not everything, man. Dude, it's not everything, but oxygen is not everything either. But you kind of got to have it. So let's help you do that. But we've got to do it right, you guys, okay? Hopefully you see the visions, and so we're going to do it right. Look, let me take a look at the comments here. Agreed. Okay, good. So if you guys are new, okay, you guys are new and you're like, okay, maybe you were looking for push button riches. Look, a couple of things you got to understand. Push button riches will never, ever be long-term sustained. Okay, never. If somebody's going to sell you a quick push button idea or this, I just saw a pitch today, but Paul sent me. He's like, hey, dude, take a look at this. Sounds great in theory, man, but I'm like, man, it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be sustainable, and it leads people to failure. It leads people to failure by, in masses, like by thousands, because, it's like, dude, it's like, I've never used drugs, never was into that kind of stuff, but, I've heard, it's like drugs, man. It's like heroin or something, right? You give it a quick high and you're like feeling great for a little bit, but then it just kills you. It kills you, right? And then you get addicted to it and it kills you. Same thing in marketing. A lot of people are being slaughtered, man, financially in business because they're not focusing on doing things right. They're going after the quick push button riches. They're going after the quick hits, like that 5-hour energy, man. Like I think I talked about it in the last webinar, yeah? You don't want that. You want long-term, sustained business growth that you can depend on. You don't depend on any one system or any one thing. You understand how to do it. And see, by being a 4%er, you understand marketing. Right now, we're talking about marketing side of things. Let's get that handled, okay? And then let's expand into possible, other areas. Because if you're a 4%er, dude, how awesome would it be to be a 4%er in your health, to be a 4%er in your physical body, right? And it feels good. When I was 35 pounds overweight, I was like tired all the time, right? I would wake up in the morning, didn't want to get off the bed. It was just physical, being tired, And then you start working on yourself. You're like, dude, I'm going to do something about it. You don't like what you see in the mirror? You can change it just like that. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter, your background. It doesn't matter people say, oh my goodness, I cannot change. Yeah, you can. You can change everything. You can change your bank account. You can change your, how you look, how you feel. You can change everything. That's the thing about humans, man, is we can change, we can adapt. Okay? Don't ever, 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 ever let anybody poison your mind by telling you that you cannot change something in your life. You can change everything. This is one thing that God gave you, is the control over your results. Okay? That's it. And it's up to you, and it's up to me. Okay? So stop, we got over 700 people in the room here. If you're somebody, if we have somebody here who tries to blame other people for your failures or for your mistakes or for how you feel or how you, I'm frustrated now, I gotta eat. No, you don't, man. You just gave away control to somebody else. Never give away control to anybody else. Never let anybody else dictate how you feel or what you do because of how or what they said to you. Okay? Big thing, you guys. Big, deep thing. We're going to talk about it later. But let's get your finances handled, man. Let's get the marketing side of things handled. Because the vision for the 4%, man, I'm telling you guys, it's huge. I cannot do it by myself. We need the people who will be in with the vision, okay, and who will understand why we really exist here, and it's beyond the buck, man. It's beyond making a sale. It's great. It starts there, but let's look at it beyond that, and then we can really, really do something. We've got something going on here, guys, that is special. We're onto something here. We can very, very realistically impact a lot of people's lives for the positive, for the good, together. Not just in money, not just in marketing, but in life in general, and it's going to be good. Okay? It's great having someone that cares about what you eat as well. Yeah, man. It's everything, man. It's holistic. When we talk about success, let's talk about holistic success. That includes everything. It includes how you feel, how you talk to yourself, how you see yourself, everything. Everything. So that's it for now, you guys. Okay, I appreciate you. I can be here talking to you for all night here, but I've got to get to shooting the videos for you for the funnel setup, and let me get that done for you all. And I'll be back tomorrow with an update. Okay, when we have that, I might do like a Facebook live stream. If you're not in a Facebook group, if you're not checking that periodically or every single day, make sure you do that. Okay, I'll give you guys an update in a Facebook group tomorrow. We cool?